A lot of times the abortion debate feels like it's just this endless cycle of disagreement. We're all talking past each other. We have nothing in common and we're never going to get anywhere. I don't know if we're ever going to get anywhere, but we do have quite a bit in common, actually. What I'm about to list might not apply to like the most hardcore activists on either side of the debate, but I think for everyday people thinking about this issue, the stuff I'm about to list should be easy common ground. Also, this list got really long, so I'm just going to call this part one. 1. We want people considering abortion to have informed consent. If a woman is seeking abortion, we want her to understand how this decision is going to be contextualized in her life, to the best that you can extrapolate general information to a specific person. Does she understand the fetal development for how far along she is? What might happen if she doesn't get an abortion and continues the pregnancy? What kind of financial repercussions, relational repercussions, that kind of thing. Everyone should want her to understand the potential risks of any given medical procedure or medication. The two sides will fight tooth and nail over what the accurate assessment of the data is. That's where the fight is. But there isn't really a fight about if you have accurate information, whether you should give it to that woman. You should. Number 2, we want people to be educated about sex. The two sides might argue over what kind of sexual decisions you would want to encourage a population to make, but there isn't a lot of argument over whether you want them to know how sex works, how our bodies work, how contraception works, all of those things. Yes, you want people to correctly understand how all of that works. Number 3, better resources for women who feel pressured to abort. This includes resources for financial issues, medical issues, abusive situations, discrimination in the workplace or at school, childcare problems, whatever it is. Nobody on either side of this debate should be comfortable with a woman getting an abortion specifically because she feels she doesn't have a choice. And if she had better resources, this wouldn't be the choice she was making. Number 4, fighting ableism in the medical community. Medical professionals who are in the position to provide prenatal diagnoses of disabilities should be educated on the perspectives of people who live with those disabilities and of their families. These medical professionals should be trained to give diagnoses in an objective and unbiased way, which includes not only going over the challenges of a given disability, but also connecting people to resources and education about that disability. Number 5, developing perinatal hospice programs. Abortion due to fatal fetal anomaly is a difficult issue. And whether you think abortion in general is moral or should be legal or not, just even leaving that aside, if there are parents that receive a fatal diagnosis and they want to carry to term and they want to be able to say goodbye, they should have resources to be able to do that. We need better general public education about perinatal hospice programs. In fact, we need better education in the medical community in some cases about perinatal hospice programs. And ideally, it would be the case that whichever medical professional is providing a fatal diagnosis lets the parents know about perinatal hospice programs in the same appointment. Maybe they don't want to use those programs, but they should know about the option right away. Number 6, resources for people struggling emotionally or psychologically after an abortion. Maybe they're struggling because of the abortion. Maybe they're struggling because of something else the abortion brought up for them. It doesn't really matter. If they need emotional health support, if they need psychiatric support, something like that, that should be available. And it should be available for people coming from a variety of walks of life.